Hello,
Hi, ma'am.
how are you?
I'm fine. And about
Good,
you?
good to see you. All right.
Okay.
So, what are we doing today? Are we doing this lesson? So, this is a language learning lesson, intermediate conversation. All
Yes,
right.
yes.
All right, let's work on that. All right, how's everything today?
Okay, ma'am. We get go nice.
It's what?
Today get nicely.
Okay, very good. Nice. Weather's good?
Always okay, ma'am.
Okay, good. All right. All right, so let's get started.
Okay, ma'am.
What languages do you speak?
I speak three languages. One of Tamil is my mother tongue, and Hindi is another language. Hindi is another language in India, so I can able to speak Hindi, but I cannot read and write. Uh,
Okay.
and third one is my optional language is English, second language, so I can able to speak English little bit as well as read and write.
Very good. So three languages.
Yes, 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 ma'am.
Very nice. Okay. How long have you been learning the three languages?
uh, First language is mother tongue is my Tamil. Is I'm studied and learning in little bit of my childhood, and English is always same, and second language is English. But Hindi is not I'm learning in childhood, because I am recently learning since 10 years past.
Okay. Is it a difficult language?
Uh, no, no, ma'am. Hindi is very easy to speak and write, in comparison with my mother tongue. Mother tongue is very difficult to speak, but I can manage it because I am my childhood is as well as my mother tongue is same, so I can able to speak in mother. In comparison,
Okay.
is Hindi is very easy.
Very easy. Okay. If you say so. All
Yes, yes, yes.
right. And what other languages are you interested in learning?
I would like to interest Spanish, German, and another one is Spanish, German, and French. Three language I would like to learn in futures, because I would like to learn the language so that I can communicate the peoples, as well as gathering the knowledge and fact through the language. So that's all,
Hmm.
ma'am.
Very nice. Yeah, those are good languages to. I don't know about German, but Spanish is a good language to know, and French is okay, I guess. Yeah. All
Okay.
right. Do you think you're good at learning languages?
Good learning in languages. Uh, Obviously, my mother tongue is okay, very good. Yeah. Second is Hindi. Second is English, because if I learn good knowledge in English, so that I can maximum information and fact and knowledge I will get, because in English is international language, so very good Hindi. Sorry, Tamil and English.
Yeah. And I think you're good at learning languages because you know three. If you
Yes,
weren't good at it, then you probably would only know one or two, maybe.
yes, yes,
Very good.
yes,
All right. Let's go ahead and talk about the vocabulary and make sure that you understand it.
okay.
So, the first phrase here is to memorize. Can you explain what to memorize means?
Memorize. I can read the same explanations showing in displaying on the screens. Yeah. Otherwise, I can explain differently.
Uh, yeah, I still want you to try to explain it. It's a good exercise for you to try to communicate something with words. So, yeah,
Yes.
you can read the definition there. but then I want to make sure that you do understand it and you can explain it if you need it to.
Yes, ma'am. I am to memorize means to gathering or learning something input in my mind. So that is means memorize.
Yes, very good. Yes. So you learn it and it stays in your head, right? Good. What does it mean to immerse oneself in? To
Uh,
immerse
Immerse
oneself.
in oneself. It is mean uh, good knowledge something and completely knowing that knowledge. That
Mhm.
means
So
if I
al-
uh,
also means to completely surround yourself in
uh,
something, right?
something
So
in
if
360
it's a language, then you would listen to music, watch movies, or listen to podcasts, read books, read magazines. Everything with that language is to immerse yourself, right?
yes, yes,
Good.
ma'am.
To interact. What does it mean to interact? And that's a verb.
Interact, for example, we are both to interact and sharing knowledges and learning something, so it is an example for interact.
Yeah. So interacting means we are communicating, right?
Yes.
To get over.
To get over means something difficulty to achieve easily and perfectly. It is
hmm
get over.
hmm
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
So once you achieved it, once you passed it, then
Yes,
you got over it, right?
yes.
To master, another verb. To
To master.
master.
Yes, ma'am. It means something we have learned in 360-degree and in masters in that field.
Yes, exactly. And the last one is awkward. Awkward.
Awkward means shyness, and uh, something doubt and something difficult in something fact.
Yeah, it's like an uncomfortable feeling,
Yes,
right? Yeah,
yes.
very good. All right. So let's read and repeat. So I will read it first and then you repeat it, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
So when you read it, I want you to focus on pronunciation, all right?
Okay, ma'am.
All right. Hey, Irene, how's your Spanish learning going?
Hi, George. I am now trying to memorize some words using an app on my phone. How did you learn Spanish?
So don't forget when it's a contraction, we read it as a contraction. So not I am, I'm.
I am okay, ma'am.
Mhm. Okay, in my case, I just immersed myself in the language by interacting with Spanish speakers. I even found a Spanish speaking roommate. All right. Wow, you're brave. I feel embarrassed to try my Spanish with other people.
Okay, ma'am. Well, language is a tool for communications. You have to get over for the fear before you can master the language.
You're right. Maybe I'll sign up for a Spanish class. It may be less awkward to talk to each other. All right, what about you? How do you memorize new words?
Mm, I can memorize new word. For example, matching the. First of all, I'm reading every something I can read needed to memorize. I can first of all I'm writing in my hand. Otherwise, and another thing, I can compare the sentence with the same word. You can completely memorize, as well as I am needed to help by Google and otherwise and YouTube online platform. If I can perfectly memorize something in my the sub word.
Okay, good job. And have you ever immersed yourself in a foreign language?
Foreign language immersed. Okay, ma'am. Foreign language I can need to interest to learn. First of all, Spanish language. I can need to improve myself.
Okay. But the question is, have you ever immersed yourself in a foreign language? Remember,
Mm,
immerse yourself means put yourself up to here with that language. Everything is in English. Everything that you read, that you watch, that you listen to, everything that you do is all English. So you're up to here with English. Have you ever done that before?
yes, yes, ma'am. I can. Yes, I can foreign language. English is one is I can immersed. Totally not immersed, but I can interest as well as I'm learning now.
Okay, okay, that's good. And how often do you interact with English speakers?
Yes, ma'am. I can weekly once I can speak English with a tutor in Cambly app, as well as speaking English with my wife and my neighborhoods.
Ah,
Yes, ma'am.
that's good. That's really good practice. And what do you do to get over the fear of making mistakes in English?
Get over fear of mistakes English. I can fear some words I am pronouncing with some words, but I can need to I adjustable because I know uh, that word is not I can pronounce because it is my second language, so I can manage something in future. I am not shyness in that time.
Very good. That's really important. It's good. How long do you think it takes to master a language?
Uh, it is depending upon uh, involvement and spending time. Every day I can spend in 1 hour. I can masters in within a year, within 6 months. If I needed to spend time more and more, I can masters in very short time. Yes, ma'am.
Hmm. Yeah, you're right. It really depends on how much work you put into it. That's true.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Uh, do you ever feel awkward speaking English to non-native speakers of English?
Yes, ma'am. I can awkward the times someone who not uh, speak English, but I can manage because they are not known the English.
Yeah.
I can communicate with them to explain the critical words and try to manage to speak communicate in very fastly, very slowly, so that we can interest. I don't know backward done that time.
Okay. Okay. All right. Let's use some phrasal verbs. Okay. So these verbs can be used in language learning settings. So let's see how many you know. Go over.
Basal verb in language learning.
So if
Explain the
I
meaning.
say, let's go over phrasal verbs, what does go over mean?
Go or means completely that something I am completely done by myself.
No. If I say, let's go over phrasal verbs, it means let's review
Okay, okay,
or
okay, okay.
let's talk about this. Okay, that's
Okay,
go
okay, ma'am.
over. All
Okay,
right,
ma'am.
what about find out?
Find out means something I don't know. Some, for example, word, for example, fact. I can find out any other mediums, my by my neighborhoods as well as my online platforms. Something I
Mhm.
find out the fact. Yes, ma'am. That is mean. Find.
Exactly. And what about look up?
Look up means something I view seriously in my eyes and in my mind.
Actually, to look up means to research. If
Yes.
I say, you say, I don't understand this word, and I say, look it up in the dictionary, it means go to the dictionary, open it, and look for it. Okay,
Okay.
so search for it.
Okay,
All
ma'am.
right.
Right.
Brush up on. What does brush up? Actually, our time is up. but we
Okay.
will continue next time. All right, you did a great job today. Very good. See
Okay,
you.
ma'am.
Have a good night. Mm.
Good night. Good night.